Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Hey man, Chris James in the building. Stephen Michael in the building.
Yeah.
Animated Males here. And we are the Application Knowledge Podcast. As you can see, everybody is on their phones.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find
And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just making a little observation.
You always making observations.
While everyone's making a little video, I would like to say hello. We are back. You know what I mean? Fresh off vacation.
I know they missed us.
Yeah, you know I mean? I know y'all missed us like something you meant to catch, you feel me? But we here, man. You got me, you got me.
See what you did there.
Yeah, I mean, we had a nice little trip down in South Kakalaki. That's probably California.
Yeah,
but yeah, we had a nice little trip in South Carolina. Enjoyed the trees. I mean, like the real trees, not like trees.
No.
Oh, no, we don't say
That only a smoker would even.
No.
Because when you said tree, I'm like, yeah, nature.
Yeah, trees. But, but most people think, yo, man, I went to South Carolina, had some trees. You know what I mean? But we enjoyed nature, being out there and breathing in some fresh green air. That doesn't sound healthy, but yeah, we enjoyed ourselves out in South Carolina. Got some much needed rest. At least I know I did.
Oh no, we both did. It's the only reason I feel somewhat balanced right now is all that sleep I had.
Man, I was able to get. I was like, there were times I woke up, it was like 15 minutes in. I was like, oh man. Like I would wake up like 15 minutes after I got a nice little sleep. I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go back to sleep. I'm just like, all right. So I got like a total like 13 hours in one day. You know what I mean? Focus.
13 hours. That's how you know. That's how you know you don't get enough sleep.
Yeah. Because I rest and I feel like, I could actually probably still sleep if I wanted to. But, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and enjoy this little trippy trip.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Go and get them extra hours in.
Yeah. But getting some good rest was nice. It's always good to get some good rest, man. Did y'all get some good rest out in South Carolina?
My sleep schedule has been a little off. So it's not that it's just at nighttime, like I be trying to go to sleep and I have energy, so it has made it slightly difficult to get
you have energy at nighttime.
Yeah. So it's not like bad energy. It's not like I'm just laying in bed and I'm restless. Just in general, I've had more energy. And that's also, I think, because, just all the detoxes and stuff. But
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that I'm just restless.
No, I feel you.
It's kind of that fasting insomnia, type situation.
Yeah.
But I got rest, so I'm good.
That's why I be up all night to be working.
Is that why?
I mean, you be
what you talking? What
yeah, be multiple reasons. It ain't. Yeah, I be fasting, so I'll be up all night.
Yeah, is that the reason?
Lies.
I didn't say because I was fasting.
Yeah, we just
I said because I'm talking about your holistic statement. So
my statement holistically.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, we back fresh off the vacay, and boots, I felt like I came out of a time loop in a sense because I was like unaware of a lot of things that were happening in the world, and I'm sure a lot of you all have heard about the trending thing that's going around right now.
There's a lot of stuff trending. Go ahead. Chris don't know nothing.
I have no idea.
I'm sure I probably know a little something. Well, maybe not.
But first thing that I wanted to discuss is The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid, which is a nice little Disney film, but
is it?
Yeah, it's a nice little Disney film about a mermaid who's underwater. Ariel or whatever.
It sounds like a white girl.
Yeah, she a white girl.
Have you not? Oh, does it? Okay.
Her name's Ariel, but she's now, they doing like the remake. They do like the realistic one, but
the action,
live action,
realistic,
real
gang type stuff under the sea.
Yeah, I don't think they about
You know
that.
what
life.
I'm
What did
saying?
they use for Ursula?
Oh,
'Cause
Sebastian.
But that.
Oh shoot!
That'd
I
be
just had a
interesting.
terrible thought. That
I wouldn't want to.
Nah.
No. Okay.
Oh,
You got it.
but hey, it's probably not out of the realm of possibility
not.
because they're making
I know what you guys were thinking.
they're making Ariel, the Little Mermaid, a black chick.
So we can make Ursula black.
Yeah, they can make her either Monique or they can make her Lizzo.
I mean,
Monique is not.
I think that. I mean, here's the thing: Ursula could sing. So I mean, you
And
got.
Monique's not that big.
It would make sense for Lizzo to do it.
I mean,
It would though.
Hey,
because
would.
think about it. Okay,
I mean, she can sing. Ursula sings.
and Lizzo can sing.
and
If the characters are going to be black, since they changed the main character to
you
a
gotta
black
change
character,
all her aunts and
like
uncles. and everybody
you would
too.
have to change her dad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know,
Ooh.
and he would have to have like locks or something like that
Yeah.
under the sea.
Oh, their hair would definitely be locked up.
Yeah, so I mean, actually, I think it would be pretty cool.
Wait, do we? Okay, so sorry. Before we get into it, tell us why is this trending?
It's trending because she's a black girl who's primarily taking over. Oh, a lot of people are upset that a black girl, a black woman, is, I guess they're replacing the lead role.
What's her name? Halle Bailey?
Yeah, something like that. Haley Bailey.
Haley Bailey?
Yeah,
Halle
she's
Berry.
like
It's not.
It's Haley Berry.
something like that.
Something like that.
But she's like Beyonce's protege. Like,
Oh, is she?
she's like
Those were YouTube sensations. Her and her sister, right?
I'm not sure if they're YouTube
I don't know who
sensations,
she
but
is.
they are under. There are sisters,
I think they were established. It's two
but
sisters.
they were children at
But
one
they,
point.
but
in
they
time,
were
now they're
established
adults.
on YouTube, and then they got into the industry. It's like kind of a Soulja Boy story type thing, or Justin Bieber, right? Justin Bieber.
Possibly, I'm not too sure about the intricate details.
Isn't that crazy? How Justin Bieber was just a little nerd YouTuber, and now he's like Justin Bieber.
He wasn't no nerd YouTuber.
Nerd.
I don't even think he was like
He
a
was on
YouTuber.
YouTube.
I'm not saying he wasn't on YouTube.
He got discovered on YouTube
by Usher.
when he was like what, 13 or something?
Really?
No, younger than that.
12?
Kid, but I'm not sure if he got discovered on YouTube.
Yeah, he's just a little nerd
but
on YouTube.
Usher
Nerd.
brought him under his wing.
Go
or
look at
whatever.
Go look at Justin Bieber today, and look at when he got discovered. He's
Yeah.
a little nerd.
Yeah,
he
it
probably
is.
like anime and.
Yeah, but let's focus
Pocket
on
protectors.
little Mermaid. For a minute.
Krista got you way off topic.
But yeah, a lot of people are up in arm about Little Mermaid because it's a black girl, and a lot of people are like creating memes of like Friday, and they showing like two white people on a porch, or they'll show
They're going hard.
they'll show like The Roots,
That's dope.
like the movie The Roots, and they'll have like a white person on it, whatever.
Oh, please do that. I
And
like that.
The thing is, like, I personally feel like I had two sides of the coin when it comes to that. Like me, I'm happy that she got an opportunity to pursue her dream, and she, she got casted as a Little Mermaid or whatever. I personally, I don't get affected about the race part. The only thing that really like affects me or upsets me in this particular case is that they shouldn't have made her a black girl. Like if you're gonna remake a series, like don't change the characters of who they are, and it has nothing to do with her being black, because she could be Indian, she could be whatever other race, but that's not going to make me feel good, because it's not who the character is. That's just like Aladdin, us going to see Aladdin, and this dude has an afro. Like, bro, we didn't get introduced with Aladdin as a character with an afro, so it takes away from the character. Just like same thing with like the Fantastic Four they did with Michael B. Jordan. Like, he was the flame on guy, and in no iteration.
When did that come out?
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
I've never heard of this.
You know them DC. When they do them movies, they
No, that was Marvel.
Was that before they were Marvel Studios though, or was it?
It's Marvel. Fantastic Four is Marvel.
Yeah, I know.
But they it wasn't like, because the original one had Jessica Alba, and they had the actual Captain America guy playing as like the main the flame on guy or whatever. And that's who
Johnny Storm.
Yeah, that's who
Come on,
Michael
man,
B.
you should know
Jordan
their
played.
names.
Is
Yeah, no, that makes zero sense.
I mean, Okay, go. I don't want to.
No,
Go ahead.
no.
Keep.
If it's the Thing, you could do it. You could have a black actor play the Thing, maybe, I guess, because he's mostly the Thing most of the time.
He's orange.
Yeah, no one's really gonna care too much. But no, what it reminds me of is when they had that white dude play Michael Jackson in some movie.
A white, yeah.
Who was it?
I don't know.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nah, they have so many different Michael Jackson movies, but I mean, I don't necessarily like that they change the race of the character. I don't care if it. I mean, like to me, it has nothing to do with the person.
No, of course
being
not.
a race. Like
No.
you're a black person, so you shouldn't be able to do this. Me, I'm just like, no. You change the character. You change the character of a story that a lot of people grew up with, and so like they're emotionally connected to it. So that's my personal issue with it. And I mean, I probably won't go see it anyway because it's not one of those films that I would get excited for. If it's Lion King, yeah, but or a Goofy movie,
A live action Disney movie doesn't make me like entice me.
yeah, I don't get excited about that. Like I can see like Mulan, and because I think it already came out.
That's like a play.
I could see Mulan. They could do that.
They already
could
did.
do that
They
real
already
crazy.
they already came out Mulan though.
Did they?
Yeah, and I'm not sure how
But
well
they made
did.
it. They probably made it Disney-ish. I want them to make it like Gladiator type. Like
They just made
go
it
to war.
They just made it real people, whatever. But a lot of people are upset, about that. And I mean, those are my views when it comes to them changing characters. Just like keep the characters the same. Just like I get people trying to have inclusion. Let's have the black.
No,
girl.
this has nothing to do with inclusion.
Right, but you can see the reason why people would be upset over this. Because I personally understand it, not because of their race, but because they're changing a story. Like if they just created a new series that had nothing to do with Little Mermaid and she was the mermaid,
Or
fine.
give it Nate, do a spinoff.
Or put a black character in the part 2.
Yeah.
And it's her cousin.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's gonna get married, and Ariel has to help her or something. You know what I mean?
So here's my piece on this. As you said, Mel, I agree. I can see both parts. So I can see both sides of this, and just like you, I don't really care. It doesn't really, this to me is just like y'all just want to be mad at anything. You just want to find something to be upset about. But part of the reason why is we have to understand conditioning and we have to understand childhood. And when you take Disney was super, super popular. It's still super popular. But our generation, we grew up on Disney. And you have all the adults now. Everyone that's pretty much an adult at this point has grown up on Disney. And when you take a childhood character and you change them, you're going to get blowback, right? And, I mean, just for example, if anyone out there knows me, well, maybe you guys know, maybe you don't, I don't know. I have a thing for red hair, and I don't like, and I'm talking about like fire engine red, so one of the reasons that I loved Ariel was because of her hair. And in the movie, she doesn't have fire engine red hair. It's like magenta. You know what I mean? Like how
they gotta tone it down a little.
Right. So,
Are you talking about the new movie or the old?
The new one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know how you'll see these girls with wigs and they're like magenta, they're like a red, but they're not red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like her hair is iconic, right? The color of her, her fins and stuff are green, and that green and that red, that contrast of color.
Face.
Yeah, it just, you know what I mean? Like it. So there are certain. What? You trying to play me?
No,
yes, you are.
It's the contrast between.
I'm just talking
pale
about.
face
I'm
and
talking
the red
about.
hair
I'm
and the
talking
green.
about. As a child, this is iconic, right? I mean, you talk about. I mean, she's The Little Mermaid is as popular as The Lion King. Not quite, but I mean,
it's on the same level.
It's on the same level.
Like Hercules.
I guess it depends on the
Dalmatian.
culture.
Yeah, right. I mean, how many
Goofy.
Dalmatians have they done? Like,
Yeah.
It is such a high level movie. Like, there are certain things that you just are better off not changing. Like, and as Chris stated, like, you could make her. You can make Ariel and then have Ariel's cousin, or do a spinoff. And then if you do a spinoff, then you're in the clear. You know what I mean?
Make her Ariel.
Right. Exactly. I just leave the characters as they are. She's such an iconic character. Leave her be.
I would rather them do a brand new thing than a spinoff. Like,
what's the difference?
well, the reason why is because it's like it's an opportunity to come up with a brand new original story. Why not just build? Because one of the problems with changing the gender of characters, and that's not necessarily specifically for Ariel because she's a mermaid, but like if you've got an Italian guy, right?
You mean race?
Just in general, if you change the race of a character.
Okay, you said gender. I was just making
Did I
sure.
say gender?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
If you
I was
change-
making sure. I said, hold on a second.
Well,
when do we?
well,
we're not attacking.
We're not doing trans.
Yeah,
Disney.
we not.
No, it wouldn't even be transgender. I mean, they do that too.
Oh yeah, but come on,
They
you
changed the
can't.
gender.
Even Disney, they can't do that.
They changed the gender.
If you
of
did
character.
that.
I'm saying holistically speaking, when you look at like movies and things, and they're changing characters, they'll make characters that are men, women, whatever. Like there's nuances of those characters and the culture that play into the role that they're fulfilling. And when you change their gender or their race, it kind of eliminates some of that nuance.
Yeah.
Because there's cultural aspects. You got to think about how the characters were written and their mindset, and it's like a white person can never understand what it's like to be black in America. Like it's impossible.
That's why Denzel. There was an interview with Denzel, and he was talking about like Goodfellas and American Gangster. They specifically, had races or Italian or black directors do these movies because they understand the culture, right? He talks about how waking up on a Sunday morning and you smell the hair burning from a hot comb.
Right.
Like we all know what that smells
know
like.
what it smells
I say it, and then you know what that smells like. You can smell it through the camera.
Right.
Right. But most other races, they have no idea
They
what I'm
have
talking
no
about.
idea.
They're like, "What are you talking about?"
Sitting that comb on the stop.
Man, it's on the
On
stove,
the
heating
stove,
up, right? And then
red hot.
Like, yo, mom, put this through, because I used to have braids back in
Okay.
the day, so I used to
got
get
hit
my
a couple
shit.
times. Then
Woo! I've been there, but I never had it. You know what I'm
the
saying?
smell of fresh blood and bone and
Like
sinew.
everybody understands that.
Cinder, burning hair. Yeah.
Do you think that how do you think the movie's gonna do?
I think it'll do well.
It's probably going to do okay.
I think it'll do. I mean, I think it could have done better because there's a lot of people out there who just won't go see it because it's already messed up.
Yeah.
It's already messed. Like I'm not.
It's like what they did to Sonic. You remember?
Well, that was before it actually hit theaters.
I
though.
understand, but I'm
What
saying,
Did you see
Actually-
the second one?
I haven't watched either.
Oh, second one was pretty good.
Both of them was really good.
Yeah, I've seen them both, but I really like the second
It's
one.
interesting seeing that Jim Carrey is back out there acting, especially after the whole trip that he took. I
Yeah.
just figured he wouldn't really be acting anymore.
I was thinking the same thing, but I mean, I guess you got to stick to your passion.
Chris, you're talking about when they did that pre-release of how he was gonna look,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "What are you doing? Why does he have these long legs and his body was
So weird.
They had to go in and change it.
Right, and so although it's not a genders, but it's the same concept. You've altered the character to where they're like it's unrecognizable. Like this is not Sonic, basically.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to have a backlash effect on those that want to cancel the movie because so many people know about it now. Like if it weren't for the fact that people were talking about it, like I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't even know the movie was coming out.
So now more people are going to know about the movie, and there's a lot of people that don't care that she's a black character.
Yeah.
They just like Ariel, and they'll go and see it. So who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I mean, like I said, I don't care that she's a black character.
I don't either.
It's just be
I mean,
who
good
you
for
are.
good for her. I mean,
Yeah,
no shade or
like,
anything.
I'm like
Of course not.
extremely happy.
Yeah,
it's-
like-
anytime someone gets in a position to succeed, I always salute that.
I just feel bad for her. You know,
Nah, she's okay.
I mean, she probably is, but I mean, I guess you take that role.
She
know.
knew.
But you're gonna get hate.
You're gonna get hate.
Like especially
I mean, they're
because
coming
it's
hard.
an iconic character like Ariel when it comes to women. And then have y'all seen those videos where they have like the parents recording their children reacting to
Yeah.
it? And
Bro, I don't like that
They would
stuff.
say, "She's brown like me." Or she's black like me. I'm just like, bro. First off, that's unreal. That is completely.
They're not
staged
gonna pick that. They're not gonna
They
pick up
staged
on that.
No one, when we grew up watching cartoons, we never watched a character and Spider-Man or whatever, or
Static
Wolverine.
Shock would be a
Wait a minute, Peter Parker's white?
Yeah, no one sees a character of a movie or a cartoon and be like, they're black like me, and start getting all emotional and
Yeah.
shit. No, it's because kids.
Stage.
That's not even on kids' radar.
Right.
When you're a
Yeah.
kid, you're not even thinking about that. It's the parent
Yeah.
who sees this stuff and they be like, yo,
They're feeding them.
Yeah, and then they'll record and react.
Yeah.
That's why they recorded all that stuff.
That's
no
crazy.
one does
Now
that.
it does happen on a subconscious level, and it's pretty messed up. So they did these experiments. I'm sure Steve, Mel, you might have seen it too, where they will they'll have a little black babe, little girl or something, right? She might be like, I don't know, 5, and they give her an option between 2 different dolls. And she's like, which doll would you rather have or whatever? And she picks the white doll. No. She said, which doll is the pretty doll? And she like picks the white doll. It's like, which doll is whatever doll? And she picks the other doll. And they're like, why do you? They're both the same doll. You know how the Barbies be the
Yeah.
same? They're just different shades of
Yeah.
the same doll. But subconsciously, the babies were choosing the white doll as the pretty doll, even though they were the black baby.
Yeah.
So it happens, but it's never like, oh, that baby looks like me and she's so beautiful. Like, it's never like that.
Yeah. I thought it was way out of proportion. I'm just like, yo, this is I see the move that's happening. Like, they're trying to push some kind of agenda. And I don't like to look at everything. It's just like there's something behind it, but sometimes things like it's a little obvious and like they're pushing the narration.
I have a theory on that, actually, that you bring that up. So, and this is kind of political, but so you guys know how, I think I told you guys how in Florida, the governor, Ron DeSantis, he removed Disney's, they have basically this covering they've had for like 70 something years or something, which basically they were their own city state. So like the Vatican, they had their own police. They paid their own set of taxes. Sometimes they didn't pay taxes. Right? They literally were their own city state. And when he created that bill was going through that basically stopped, schools from hiding things about gender with the children. Right? Instead of teaching gender identity and all this stuff in the schools to first, second, and third graders, right? So don't say gay bit, which is not the real name of it. So when he pushed that through, Disney jumped on it because people were like, well, Disney, why aren't you saying anything? Why are you letting this happen? You guys are a huge company, yada, yada, yada. You have all this influence. So they spoke out about it after it went through. And we're like, well, we're gonna take all this money and we'll be the ones and we'll fund it. We'll pay for the lawyers to get it overturned. So then DeSantis said, oh, okay, well then we're going to remove your covering, which is going to just massively cost Disney now. And they put it through and it went through. I rock with him. So now Disney, of course, I believe that they're trying to now get back in the graces of the people. Which this move is to pander to the black community. And in Florida, they're a red state, so they're Republican. And in black people typically are told to be Democrat. So Disney has been put in a bad light. So I feel like this may have been a move to help make them look better. And I don't know the timing, of course, and when everything's happening. I don't even know when this movie is releasing.
It's not even like there's not a date and stuff.
Oh, so it's okay. So then it all could have they could have just casted her recently.
No, they casted her a long time ago.
I guess okay. Well, I believe that maybe it was released. Maybe they released it early to let people know.
I don't know, man.
How do we feel about the redhead girls who don't get properly represented in movies? Because
how do we how do I feel about
because they took opportunities from redhead girls.
See, they're white to me.
Here's the thing, man. You gotta. This Ariel's hair is fire engine red. So you can't. Your skin color would work because let's say they're Irish, right? Where they typically have paler skin, and maybe they have natural red hair. But then you put a wig on her and you give her fire engine red hair. Like, keep the character close to the character.
I don't get that thing about that because they're white. The character's white, so it's like
what
you're saying that
she is lily white.
You're saying that the gingers are not being represented in movies and
I
stuff.
keep saying genders.
Gingers.
Oh,
the gingers aren't being represented in movies, but every character in every movie, all the superheroes, everybody's white. So I think that represents them. Like the fact that they don't have red hair doesn't mean so not only do you have to represent the color of their skin, but you also have to represent the hair. So now I have a problem because there's some black dudes in movies, but they don't have locks. We need characters with locks that are represented in these movies. You know, is that not the same argument?
Sir, we gave you the Black Panther. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but his hair is clean cut. That's not me. Like I got locks.
I mean, you had
we need
Michael B. Jordan.
They got M'Baku. They got Michael B. Jordan. Well, his name was.
What was his name? Dang.
I don't know.
We need characters with afros.
You know what I mean?
We need characters with afros.
The thing is like, why is it that we seek, like, from these mediums, like, we seek, like, you have to do this. If this character is not black, or if this character isn't the way that I want it to be, I'm going to be up in arms and I'm angry.
Yeah, get pissed off, man.
We're going to set a movement. We're going to go on strike. It's just like,
start a movement.
Why are we allowed, like, why is it that we allow, or society allows, these fictional characters or these characters that are being generated on TV to have such impact on our day-to-day lives or influence on our kids? It's like, if a character being or whatever particular color, you know, if that is making you feel a particular way, you need to do some.
You got a self-esteem problem.
Yeah, you need some evaluation, and also to get validated by society to say that I need to be represented in a film in order to feel what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In order for me to feel validated, I need to see myself on TV that I'm not controlling, that they're controlling. I'm just like, what? Like, what kind of mindset is that? Or what does that say about a person who gets so up in arms or upset about something that people are creating and they need this validation? Like, no, that's way beyond. That's like allowing someone to control you in a sense, you know, because I don't look at, like, I get, like, my role model is Lil Wayne and Goku. Like, when I was growing up, Lil Wayne and Goku.
Hey, you've been a Lil Wayne fan forever.
You know what I mean? And Beyonce. I rock with Beyonce too. But yeah, you know what I mean? Lil Wayne and Goku, these are my role models. And I wasn't looking like.
And anime characters.
Yes! Yeah, because, hey,
what's that got to show about the status of black men?
Yeah, man.
We got role models as anime characters.
Hey, I grew up in the hood.
Hey,
While a lot of people was in the streets, I was powering up. You feel me? I was in a room powering up. You feel me?
Stupid.
That's how it was, man. But I don't allow the narrative that's being painted throughout society to control how I feel. Like, all that should be internal and not external. You feel me?
I think that has something to do with I hate just using this. It's such a general term. Social media. You know, it's our world now. Like, it is our world. People have a very difficult time determining, like, between, like, the difference between reality and social media.
Yeah.
There was this video of a police officer, this white woman, who you know, is in her car, and she was like, if you see us behind you, move over. If you see us coming past you, and and you're in the fast lane doing the speed limit, and we come up behind you, move out of our way. If you don't move, we're gonna follow you. And if a police officer is following you, they're trying to get around you. We follow you for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We're gonna find a reason to pull you over. Like, just when you see us coming, move on. Like, she just went on and on and on, and people got really upset about that, right? Just abuse of power, and she ended up she got fired or suspended.
Oh my god!
For that video, right? And here's the reason. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm okay with her getting suspended. Like, I don't know if she got fired. I think she got fired though. But it's abuse of power, and we all know that police officers abuse their power. But it's just like, don't put it in our face. Like, it's just not understanding the difference between reality and real life. Like, in real life, if you said that to a group of people, how are they going to respond? Not in a good way. So what
Unless your lights are on, you're a normal vehicle.
You're a normal
What are
vehicle.
you talking about? We all want people that's in the fast lane to go on the speed limit to move over, but we don't got the power to arrest them for not.
Yeah. She was like, I can do 90. You can't. Move over. Like, she was upset.
What?
You know that police could actually get pulled over for that though.
By police?
Yeah,
Well,
but you can also do a citizen's
citizens-
arrest.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, you can
It
do
is,
that.
but it's not
It's,
going
it's
anywhere.
not something that
Yeah.
we
got-
I mean, we ain't pulling no police over.
Hey, pull
Like,
over.
hey, I'm gonna need you to pull over.
Pull over.
Just imagine that. Us being in the car.
Just walk up
Be like,
on
yo,
him.
this police officer is driving kind of crazy. Hey, let's get in front of this police officer and stop them.
Stop him.
Like,
roll the windows down. Tell him, get over.
I think honestly that would be a good thing to do, but
Okay, and who is the one? Once you arrest this police officer, what system is going to process?
right?
it's
just like
it's a waste of time.
It's almost just like telling them, hey, it's a warning, yada yada yada. I mean, listen, y'all can do that. You know,
Yeah.
you lawyers and you other people, y'all can do that. I'm not wasting my time.
I just, you know what I mean?
you know, I just leave police
As
alone.
many interactions as I can, as many less interactions I can have with the police or anyone that's within this position of societal law or power. As long as I can avoid that, I'm happy.
So,
I'm good.
As we were talking about society and the pressures of society and why we care about things, I have a poll.
Oh, we got a poll?
I got one.
Oh man, we
we were on vacation, so I didn't get a bunch, but I got one.
We got one. All right, we about to get into some polls. Stephen Michael is working the polls.
Why do you have to make that so weird every time?
It's perfect. It's the thing. It's you working the polls. Go ahead, work them polls, man. What we polling?
Well, I hope maybe somebody throw some ones at me. Okay, so we remember, so last week we were on vacation, so this is from pretty
It's
much
all
the week,
good.
the
Do
week
your thing.
prior.
Do your
Just
thing.
just a reminder. So we were talking about once again societal pressure and a question because we were talking about the BBL gummies, right? So
BBL gummies. Okay.
people found that very interesting. Everyone agreed with what you said, which was you said I don't think that there's a candy that you can take that is going to help you gain healthy weight. You know what I mean? Like it was just, so I asked people, I said if you had the resources, would you get a BBL? Right? So if you had them, would you get one? And so let me ask you guys a question. Let's do this. So if and I know we kind of talked about it, but if you had a girlfriend, right? Matter of fact, let's say that this is your fiance, okay? So it's more than a girlfriend, not yet married, but y'all been together.
which is a fiance.
Yeah, more than a girlfriend, not yet married, so you're not married yet, but she has a ring.
All right.
Baby, I want to marry you.
That's a fiance.
That's what a fiance
what I-
is.
I know, I'm making it dramatic. Come on, man.
You're explaining a fiance. I'm just giving you a hard time. Go ahead. He's like, yo, a fiance. You proposed to her.
Okay.
You picked the ring out.
I'm saying, no,
you
no,
gave it to her.
no.
Did she
hold
say
on a
yes or
second.
no?
She said, yeah.
Okay.
No, because
So it's
listen,
your fiance.
It was a public engagement, by the way, right? My man Kevin said it don't count if it ain't a public engagement. If you get engaged and you just ask her in the bed at 3:00 at night and y'all been drinking all night, that don't count.
Whatever.
Okay.
No, well, that's facts.
Anyway, so this is your fiance, and she says, I've been feeling, all my girls got some the BBLs, and I don't know, I just feel like it would raise my confidence a little bit. I want to get a BBL. I'm pretty set on it. I've already talked to a doctor.
You already know Mel's answer.
And I've already got the price, and it'll fit into the budget just fine.
I knew Mel's answer before
I've
you asked
been
the
saving
question.
money, and I think I really want to do this, baby. I want to do this for me.
Oh, word. You want to do it?
Yeah, I want to do this.
Enjoy yourself. I mean, we're not going to be together.
I'm not gonna see you after it.
That's
but
not happening, but I'm
you do what you need
like,
to do.
you know how I feel about anything that's not real. But if it's going to make you happy,
Okay.
I'm not going to disrupt your happiness, but I don't want that a part of my life. That's
So
not
if
happening.
your fiance, y'all been together for a few
No,
years.
it's not happening.
You're not going to be able to.
It's not happening.
It's-
No
there's no
BBL, no
scenario,
surgery
Steven.
of any kind of cosmetic, anything that changes your natural state. Period. There's
It's
no
over.
scenario, no life or death scenario that's going to make me feel
Life or
okay.
death?
Period.
Okay, I have another question for you, but I want Chris to answer it first.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to answer your question?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you already know what it is.
No, I don't.
It's over. It's game
It's
over.
over too.
Yeah, it's game over.
Fiance.
Yeah, fiance, game over. Because it's not about the BBL. It's about the mind state. It's the fact that how did I end up with a woman that is
Yeah.
so broken that she thinks in order to make her feel good, she has to get a BBL.
Exactly.
Like, it's not the BBL itself, although that is a major turnoff as well. Because now your butt feels fake. I don't
Yeah.
want, and it looks fake. I don't,
Yeah.
none of
Yeah.
that's, it's all, it's like,
it's completely
it's like you're
turned.
going to take something that I value, that I love and I value, and you're going to deface it and devalue it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not interested.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Oh, how about you, Steven?
I feel the same way
Okay.
when it comes to BBLs.
What,
Nah, he said, but now.
he said, what breast implants or something? You okay with that?
No, and the reason is, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I probably would have been okay. But just through time, right? Just we're in this health field. Just finding out about how toxic they are, and then just recently, I mean, I'm sure this isn't super new, but recently, within the last few years, women have been finding out that the saline in them, because they have like saline and there's another one.
Oh, these damn androids walking around
They,
here.
yeah, I mean, they some of them are leaking,
Like,
and
we
even if they're
got
not
no
leaking,
natural
they're
women.
gonna
All these
permeate.
damn androids.
right? So I mean, just like plastic, right? You have a plastic container. If you leave it in long enough, it's gonna pull.
gonna leach you.
So it has been causing women problems. And because I'm not saying that implants are new, but they're newer, right? Well, they ain't been around for 100 years.
No,
Man, I don't care how new or whatever it is.
Well,
You're
I'm just
still
saying.
cutting and slicing and all this ish.
Right, what I'm saying is that they tell you, oh, this is okay.
Yeah.
But then they found out, oh, this isn't okay. So then they switch to saline.
Duh.
And then now those are leaking, and then women are having problems. So I'm seeing women take them out.
Yeah.
So ask me a few years ago, I would have been okay with it. Now it's a hard no. Same reason for the BBL, right? Even though you're not adding necessarily, saline, but it's the same thing. It's a hard no. I do have some things where I would be okay with. A cosmetic surgery after weight loss. So I would
So
be
loose skin.
yeah,
surgery.
I would be okay with that because I can see, I mean, there's some people that have done amazing work. They were really big. They've lost a lot of weight, and they have loose skin, and sometimes it's rough. I would be okay with it. I'm not saying that if I was in that scenario, I would be okay with that. So how? And I know, and listen, I know you answered. You said, well, how do you feel about that? Now I know that you typically probably wouldn't. Maybe you wouldn't be with a girl that would have been that big and then lost that weight. She would have loose skin. So, and that's okay. That's a preference. That's absolutely okay. You're just giving me the look that's like, why
Let
are
him
you
answer the
asking me that?
question.
I think,
Oh, that's just like,
My bad,
I'm waiting
go
for
ahead.
you to finish.
Go ahead.
Well, first, if she had already done that prior to me meeting her, cool.
Okay.
If she was bigger, but I'm naturally not attracted to a bigger woman.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily be in that situation where someone was bigger and then they got small and they have loose skin to get that surgery.
Because typically there's still going to be remnants of things. It's not like you're going to go from 350.
I mean,
to
if
now-
I'll play along and put myself in the scenario to say if I did date a bigger girl, which will never happen. But if I did, and she decided she wanted to get this surgery, I would look for alternative ways before we ever explore getting a surgery. Like I don't feel okay with surgery. Like as far as like. I just don't feel okay with that.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
Because, I mean, there's just so many things that I don't know. I'm just not okay with it. I feel like there's a natural way to fix
I think
it.
loose skin. I think you're pretty safe. I don't think that people really have. I mean, anytime you go into a knife, there's a possibility of complications. But because of what they're dealing with, depending on what kind of surgery it is, right? If it's like a tummy tuck, they will cut through the abdomen, right? They'll cut the ab, they'll cut the muscle. Loose skin surgery, depending on where it is not always the same. So, I mean, you have valid points. I'm okay with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to be in that scenario, and if I was in love or
It's
something
tough.
like that, I don't know. But no, I just no,
Okay.
no.
Here's the thing: if I would have met her prior, then obviously my goal is going to be to get her fasting. Period.
Yeah.
If we get you fasting, then if you lose the weight in that manner, then you won't have loose skin in that way, right? Depending on, of course, where your weight is, you may still have excess fat, but that's not loose skin because there's a difference. I think that after you've lost the weight and the skin is at this point now just it's loose, like the Biggest Loser diets, I don't know if you can really come back from that.
Why can't you?
Huh?
Why can't you?
I mean, I understand. Okay. I've never seen.
You just never seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I think that we've more than proven it through our research that you could do it. If the body can reduce loose skin as you're losing weight, why can't it do it thereafter?
I can see that.
The thing is, most people. No one does that.
Right,
Nobody.
yeah.
So it's like we don't have we can't say definitively,
Right.
but why wouldn't it work?
That's why I'm on the fence about it.
If you're 400 pounds and you lose 200 pounds with fasting and you have no loose skin, why can't you? If you didn't do it the right way and you have the loose skin, why wouldn't you be able to get rid of the loose skin?
Yeah, you're
it
right.
would take. I mean, that's a ton of right. So it's
yeah.
going to take time, but you could do it.
And the question is, would she be willing and open to go through that process? Because that's that's a hell of a process.
It's a process.
Like, as long as you and your relationship with your person and you're able to work through that process, I think it should be fine. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of work.
I dated a girl briefly that had some type of surgery. I don't really know if it was loose skin removal or tummy tuck. I think in my mind I remember thinking it was a tummy tuck.
That's more common.
I remember thinking that she was cheated. Like I can't remember because I think we might have talked about it, but
She cheated.
no, just my mind, at the time I remember thinking, oh, you lost the weight, because I was like, oh, you lost X amount of weight, and then she's like, yeah, I had the surgery. I was like, oh, okay.
So a lot of times what happens is they'll do the gastric or VSG, the band, and then they'll get a tummy tuck after that.
Right.
They get
So
multiple.
that turned me off.
Yeah. Okay.
To me it's like body shaping.
Yeah.
Like wearing spandex and stuff. Like if I find a girl I'm talking to and then all of a sudden I done touch something and it's some spandex and I know she's shaping her body, that turns me off.
it's completely turned off. Completely
Like
turned off.
if you are fat or if you're out of shape or whatever the case is, you're false advertising if you present something that's not true. It might make you feel good, but you don't care anything about other people, especially if you're dating. Now, if you're dating a dude and you didn't do that and you got with him, or you got that way after you met him and he knows what it is and you do it when you go out with him, that's fine. But if you're on the dating market, false flagging, nah, that's not cool.
Are you talking about just now? Because I mean, almost all like underwear is almost all underwear besides like regular underwear, regular panties are shapewear-ish for women.
No, I'm not going that nuanced. I'm
Okay.
talking about spandex.
Okay, we're talking about Spanx.
Body shapers.
Where they literally are tucking and pulling and wrapping
Yeah,
and
yeah.
okay.
They got videos of girls like tucking in their stomach
Yes,
and like doing all that stuff and then covering up and it look nice and they
Yeah.
take that shit off.
And it just all oozes out.
It look like the dope boy, like,
Like,
ooh.
see, people think,
Got that,
people
she got
think,
that ooh action.
people think, oh, Chris, you're being an a-hole. No, they're being the a-hole.
I mean, if you're advertising, you're right. Go ahead.
yeah, because if this is a wig and you like me because of my locks and this is a wig and I'm portraying it as if it's really my hair, that's a problem. I'm being dishonest. And everybody can agree with that because I'm a dude. But if a woman does it, it's normal. Duh.
Yeah,
Of course
she
it's gonna
has.
be
She
fake.
has
Well, of
fake
course.
hair.
Why would you think it was real?
Women wear. You know what's funny? I didn't know white girls or like other races besides black chicks. They also wear extensions.
They all-
Not as of recently, but like growing
Back in
up.
the day, yeah.
Like I
yeah.
didn't. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but usually it's just like they're like clipping.
Yeah, they'll be like-
just, they just make it a little longer.
Yeah.
But it's
Give it
not
more
usually.
volume.
Why? I still need to go over the results of this poll.
I bet say yeah, you didn't go with the poll.
It's
yeah.
okay, but it's. I think that you see what's happening. But why is it that our culture, we have been basically raised to cut our hair, remove our hair? Like I just made a post, and you guys all know this about hair and how hair is an extension of our power. Right? People who say, "Oh, your hair is just dead," but it's
Power's
not.
fading fast.
It is. Hair is it's an actual extension of our being, and there's an attraction, there's an energetic attraction, and hair actually pulls energy, like touchable cosmic energy, that's
Tidal, so
measurable. Yeah. So why is it that like I just don't understand. Like
Modern society.
Yeah.
It's
Like it's within our society.
It's
that
our people.
Long
Like, just-
flowy hair is beautiful. Your natural nappy hair, it's.
Do you
shady.
remember-
You can have long flowing natural black hair.
Yeah, but most people don't take care of it.
You remember being a child, Steve? I know you heard it because beady beads and naps and all that. Like no, they're curls, but your hair is dry.
Yeah.
Right. Like you don't take care of your hair. So somehow we've lost the ability to take care of our hair with all the hair care products in it.
Bruh.
Madam C.J. Walker.
And those are
Madam
all owned
C.J.
by-
Walker.
those are all owned by white CEOs.
Madam C.J. Walker did it to us. She started it.
That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to the point now where it's just like you just have to assume that the hair is fake, or it's frustrating.
I mean, there's obviously there's more to it than that, right? Like the military knew this, they understood this, they've known it for a very long time. It's in all of ancient texts. Like people know the power of the hair.
Yeah.
So when a conqueror would take over a new place, they would make slaves cut their hair.
Yeah.
It makes people more docile and easier to control. So it's an age old. Why they do it is for control. That's it.
Africans, the Indians.
I don't even think most people who join the military and get their haircut, they're aware of that.
No, like 99% of people don't know. Now I think more people are understanding, but that's
They do the same thing in prison, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they zap your powers away.
It's just it's frustrating. Anyway, so the results of this poll are pretty much as you guys are same thing. So
So the question was, if they had the.
if you have the resources, would you get a BBL?
All right.
And there were not a ton of votes, but I mean almost 30. So a little decent amount. 13% of people that voted, women, said that they would get a BBL. Absolutely. So it was 3 votes. And then the remainder of people, 87%,
Said no.
said no.
Cool. Good. I like what an 87% mine is at.
That 13% is dangerous, man.
13% is dangerous.
Because that's 13 women out of 100. And I'm sure that number's growing.
Well, there's less women we have to deal with.
Even with that's what we have to do. How is that a good thing?
What?
We can focus on the 87%.
I don't know what his I don't know what that statement was.
Better. Like
We need options.
They're weeding themselves out.
We need options.
I mean, I don't want an option that's not going to be what I want.
Man, I just saw this video. It was a reel where this woman had a failed BBL and she had like craters and all this like crazy
It's
stuff.
not worth it.
And then she had to get a tattoo. So it was a tattoo artist that showed the video that he had done this immaculate cover. Like, and it was not just the butt. Because it went down to her thighs.
Yes.
I mean, all up her butt.
Probably like a sinkhole.
Like, they were
exactly.
just craters.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, dude, like, you guys understand that this isn't just a one-time thing. Like, you know, you
This is life.
Yeah.
Like your entire life, you're gonna have to be dealing with this situation. Anything
Right.
you're putting in your body that's not of your body, and you're putting it in you, you're going to be dealing with some kind of backlash from it for the remainder of your life. You know, it's not just going to be, oh well, I have this and it's okay. No, you're going to be dealing with that.
and once again, it's still it's not new because a Brazilian butt lift has been around, but it's so commercial now. Now you have a higher volume of people doing it.
The accessibility.
Yeah, well, because now they just put it on credit. You know, they just it makes it.
Charge it to the game.
A lot of women are crying on videos talking about how painful it is. Which I think is interesting. So is it painful or is it botched and then it gets painful? Like, I'm curious because with all these women getting it, I don't see the same amount of women saying, wow, this is really painful. Like, everybody knows tattoos hurt because everyone talks about how much tattoos hurt. But with these butt lifts, I'm thinking maybe these are botched surgeries.
Well, number one, I don't think that people necessarily want to tell people. Like it's not
that they did it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I
So
see
I don't
what you're
think
saying.
they necessarily want to like
Because we can't tell, right?
Some people do, but some people don't.
We can't tell.
But I know
Kim Kardashian.
I personally know of 2 girls who went and had surgery in Miami, and they almost didn't make it out. Like literally, I'm watching them post. Right, I'm watching them update on a daily basis, and they're hooked up to machines and. I mean, they're really struggling.
That is absolutely insane.
How is that worth it? Like, why do people see the value in that? Like, what do you do it for?
Concept, low self-esteem.
It's toxic thinking.
I mean, our social environment, telling women they need to have fat asses. Like, all men love this. And it's like,
Not all.
Men aren't telling
There's
us.
some people who like those back butts.
No.
Okay.
I
don't think anybody
We talked
likes
about
a
that.
back butt.
Nah, there's some people out there
That
like
enjoy a back
that
butt.
prefer it. I think there's some people that can't
yes,
get.
there's some people who prefer it. It's just that in our culture, our society, and we grew up in the hood. We like, ooh, I want that fatty. But if you look at other Asian cultures, most Asian chicks ain't got nice ass.
They ain't got nothing.
So I mean, the ones that I've dated, they got.
I understand what you're saying because I've heard dudes complain and this, like white dudes.
Yeah, like white people.
How am I gonna get in there if she got all that? Like I can't get in.
That's simply not true.
No,
I don't know if it's true or not.
Everyone has their own preference, but most people, well, not most people, but some people would prefer the tit hands over the booty.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was in Whole Foods day before yesterday, and there was this Asian couple in there. And this Asian chick had no ass. I mean,
Did she have a back butt, or she just was like?
Because Asian chicks don't necessarily have back butts, but they just have some.
she had zero ass.
Okay.
She had no ass. And like, dude's ass was bigger than her. Pause.
Dang!
You know what I mean?
And you noticed, okay?
Yeah. I mean, shit. You remember when we were out at Louisville at Chaucer's and we saw this dude who had a nice, juicy ass.
You don't gotta explain it like that.
Like, it was,
I wasn't around for this.
I was like, yo, look at his ass. Like, bro, like if you see a big ass, it's like, bro, this ass. That's nothing to do with being like, yo, I want that ass. You know what I
a
mean?
lot of squats and glutes.
There's a big difference between
you.
and I want you. There's a big difference between that. But if you see an ass, it's like, yo,
I understand.
that ass is, that's
like,
an ass.
Damn, man.
You gotta cut back on the squats, bro.
Like, you doing a little too much
A
squat.
little too much.
Too
Just
much
work on
squatting.
the chest and arms or something.
But yeah, some cultures, they just don't like asses. Like, I've known some girls.
Well, what white people back in the day used to. Y'all seen that ancient gym where all these women, it was like a women's gym and they had all these machines and stuff. There was a machine that had these little rollers.
that rolls your ass away.
It would flatten their ass. It would flatten their whole body. It would go. The machine would go up and down. On their body like this. It would go up and down.
What you got going on there?
You know what I'm saying?
Fella?
What kind of
Big
emotions
fella?
you got going on, big fella? No, yeah, but yeah, some cultures, not all cultures, some cultures, man. But yeah, we still ain't mess with those back butts.
Nah, we can't do that. So yeah, man, listen, no BBLs, man.
No BBLs. Work it out the natural way. Like also like as far as to touch on the cosmetic part just briefly, like if someone was like maybe like a burn victim or something like that.
Yeah.
And things of that nature where you don't want to look in the mirror because you just see these burns and you want to do it.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that, you know.
So we found a chink in your armor.
I mean, because I can understand.
Bro, like if something happens
But
and
I would, if I was in that situation,
You would just leave.
I mean, no.
he ain't that
Deuces.
cool-hearted.
Nah.
It depends.
Like, you ever seen
It depends.
in
You're
Rurouni?
married?
Oh no, I mean I'm married.
If I'm married and
I'm married.
something happens, we rocking out.
Yeah, we rocking
We rocking out.
You gonna cheat though?
Nah. No.
Whoa,
So, all right, so let me-
can she have sex?
Let me set up. Let me
Yeah,
set
she
up.
got sex.
Oh, okay, all right.
Let me set up the scenario.
Make it
Right.
brief.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
You met a girl. You fell in love with her. You have every intention of building a life, starting a family with her. Y'all get married, and then
Intention on getting married, or we are married?
No, you get married.
Okay, sorry.
And then 6 months into the marriage, she becomes a burn victim. So she's unattractive now to you, right? Physically unattractive now to you. How do you deal with that? What do you do?
Is she a paraplegic or something, or she's just a burn victim?
Her face is burned.
As long as she still got that good, fine.
Oh God.
So as long as the flames.
Like if I still love her, I mean,
So
cause
her attraction is gone. The only thing.
her physical attraction.
Yeah, her physical
As
attraction.
long as she has the same personality, and I think if we're in love and we're together, I would be able to rock out with it.
So if the damage to her body doesn't affect her personality to where it's unattractive, then you'll rock out.
Yeah, I could rock out with it. Now, I wouldn't say it'll be a last. I mean, I'll definitely probably look and be like, yo, woo. Yeah, I mean, because that's just who we are as humans. Like, if we see something that's attractive, we like, oh, it catches our attention. But if I've committed to someone and I gave them my promise that, through thick and thin, we ride it out. We gonna ride it out. You feel me? It may not be the most appealing thing, but just. I probably won't be physically able to get turned on, so on that Bluetooth, and
You're gonna have a drawer full of
Bluetooth. Gotta have a drawer full of Bluetooth or some of that King's honey, you feel me? But
Jeez, bro. Steve?
That's tough for me, man. Part of me, the part of me now agrees with Mel wholeheartedly. I think that over a few years, and a marriage is new. You said 6 months. As time progresses, because her confidence is going to be shaken. She's not going to be the same personality-wise. She may still have, there may be remnants of that, but she's not going to be 100% the same, right? Which I can understand. But I believe what would happen is over time, for me personally, we start getting in arguments, things that normal married people do. And if I'm already feeling I'm attracted to you no more, it may make me want to leave faster. So I in the beginning, I'm going to rock out with you. I'm going to support you through this process.
Yeah.
I can just see that being divorced, right? I can see that naturally things change anyway. And I think that I would struggle after a few years in. But in the beginning, though, I'm not going to just leave you.
What would you do, Chris?
Well, yes, it's my question.
Of course.
Well, you got to answer it. What do you?
I don't have to answer it.
What would
I
you
plead
do?
the fifth.
It's over. Chris said, first of all, I'm not going to be in that position. So my girl would never be in a position to get burned.
I'll protect her.
I would protect her.
I have a healthy alternative to these birds.
Top G. I don't understand. I protect all my women. I protect all the ladies in my life. I don't understand.
I mean, I have tools and resources.
Wow. He would send him down in Dr. Miami.
I have resources that a lot of people don't. I've seen some miraculous things happen. So yeah, very likely I wouldn't be in that position. But let's just say that all failed. I would definitely rock out with her to, nurse her back to health. I would do my best to help her with the changes that she has to deal with as far as the self-esteem issues and things of that nature. Unless the actual relationship starts to deteriorate, where almost kind of what Mel said, where the personality is just I'm not interested anymore, I'll rock out with her. But also we probably have a discussion about some other options as far, because I'm if the attraction is gone, you're going to put strain on the relationship I think that is going to eventually break it. You're better off coming up with some type of alternative versus just trying to be like, dude. Because like there's people. Society tells us that we're supposed to be with one person, and if you do anything with anybody else, you're cheating. No, that's not true. There's couples that have decided, no, you can have other people. Just let me know, or whatever. People can decide what they want to decide. You're not a bad person because you're not attracted to your wife or your husband anymore, and you guys have a conversation and you agree it's okay. So that we can continue to build, because otherwise the stress is gonna. Like, I'm just a realist. Yeah. Everybody wants to say no, I'd stay with her and I wouldn't cheat because it sounds
good. Get yourself in that position.
Put some time. You know what I'm saying?
Everything sounds good until you're in that position.
Put it in position and put some time there, and then of course we're already getting divorced at like a 60% rate.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like marriages with perfectly beautiful women are failing.
Yeah.
And now you put this. So I think it's a work in progress. I think it'd be a lot of work.
I think that she would, depending if you married her, then I think that she would be the type that could say, you know what, I can respect that. We can have this conversation. Let's work through it, and that would dramatically help the relationship. And it's not like you'd be out there just slinging dick everywhere, but. Hey, listen, I got a little mistress, and here, this is who,
Let me do the reverse, right? You ready to rock out? So let me do the reverse real quick. A man becomes a paraplegic. They're married. It's the same.
Paraplegic and burn victim are different.
Huh?
Paraplegic and burn victim are different.
He cannot have sex.
Oh, okay.
His lower extremities don't work anymore.
His mouth game better be on A1.
Okay.
Yeah, he better have that licky tongue.
Like, this happens,
licky
right?
tongue.
He better have that lick it like a lollipop.
You tell me to hurry up.
Well,
his penis.
10 minutes.
His penis does not work, and women will go and sleep with men and stay married to the dude. Like, this happens.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. Nobody would be like, oh, that's messed up. Da da da. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with both scenarios.
Yeah, both of the scenarios are interesting. We'll talk about that more.
No, we won't.
A little bit next week. Cheyenne and Reggie will get to your question because I know y'all had some questions.
Oh, we got time to take questions.
Hey, feel free. You know what I mean? But we will see you beautiful people next week. And we appreciate you all rocking out. Subscribe, share the videos and all that stuff. And Chris James, Stephen Michael, Animated Male, peace and love. 2 fingers.
Wait, 2 fingers up north?
Peace and love.
Holla.
2 letters.